Tucci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Gov.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking 'em dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess, should I tell it again?
Oh, yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Tony, love you. Tony's got half of ass. Some say that it's made of glass. He fell on it one August day, broke his ass in many ways. Humpty Dumpty had a fall. Tony Walker was the wall. Had an issue with his leg. Now he thinks he's egg. He ate an egg. My friend Tony Walker. I'll punch you right in the freaking eye. Not you, Tony. I can never punch you because I love you too much. I can't punch somebody like you. And you can't even run after me. It's not even a fair fight. It's not even fair. All right? Tough guy? Tony, you're a phony baloney. I'm gonna cry. Tony, you're the best. You're hysterical. Tony.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. Please, as always, we ask that you follow us on all the social medias and you subscribe on YouTube and do all that social media stuff that we need you to do. Because we need followers, we need views, I need to make some money. Not making any money, man. Hey, thanks for joining us here on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. We are coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York. Speaking of legends, the seat is empty. Don't worry. Calm down, John. Calm down. She will be here. She is on her way. She's running a little late. Diane will be here today. Looking forward to that because we were not here last Tuesday. So looking forward to catching up with Diane. We're going to play some Tuesday trivia. We're going to play a little Who Is This? And have some laughs and have some conversation and make love. Hope everybody's well today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to comment throughout the show because we love hearing from you. And we're going to be playing Tuesday trivia. So we love hearing from you guys today. So be sure to comment throughout. John is mad. John, yeah, I felt like playing the roost. You commented right away, the sun rises today. My Diane is in the house. So that just inspired me. To play the Rusiello intro. That's right. So, yeah, I just felt like playing it. That's all. So there you go. Hope everybody's well today. So let's see. What do we got going on while we're waiting for Diane? Let's see. I mentioned yesterday about Elio Pace. He's going to be back at the London Palladium in March. If anybody's going to be in England at that time, go see him. You will not be disappointed. The London Palladium, where he'll be doing his Billy Joel songbook show. Elio's been, he's been doing some shows where he's been playing original material and covering other artists. The London Palladium will be a Billy Joel songbook show. Other than the man himself, I think nobody does Billy Joel like Elio does. You saw Mike Del Giudice there. Mike is, right there with Elio. So is David Clark. The three of them, they are just the best. But yeah, so you will not be disappointed if you go see Elio in March. I'm hoping to get there myself. Ken Freeberg, good morning, sir. Ken Freeberg, what did I see? Did you have a dog that passed away? If I'm correct with that, my apologies to you. All the best to you and your family. I hope everybody's hanging in there okay. I'm waiting for Vicky to show up as well. Vicky, apparently in her neck of the woods yesterday, there was a hurricane. From der Titty Tuesdays. I'm not reading the rest of that. Yeah, Vicky had a hurricane in her neck of the woods, and but she's okay, thank goodness. And then, of course, down in Texas, what a mess that is, man. That's terrible. Well, I think they said over 100 people have died. I think they said that. And as we all know, a bunch of teenage girls, young girls, were lost because a flood went right through a girls' summer camp. Yeah, that's a terrible thing, man. God bless those poor people down there. Oh, he did. Kenny did lose a dog. Okay. You're welcome, pal. You're welcome. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. That's awful. We lost a dog back in 2017, and I still miss that little bastard. Oh, the door. I hear the door. I hear the door. Wait a minute. The door's opening. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Thank God.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
For being tardy.
Oh, stop it.
Hi.
Hi.
Mwah. Hi, everybody.
Oh, my goodness. You've been so missed.
Aww.
And I'm not talking about Romeo. I'm talking about me. You did?
I did. I missed everybody. I wrote it on the Facebook post because you said, I didn't miss you. You're a dick. And I said, well, he is a dick, but I do miss him.
She misses my dick.
Yeah.
And that's why she calls me a dick for saying stuff like that. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good. How was your weekend?
It was fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you do anything for the 4th? Anything?
We just stayed home, and Lisa had some family over.
Cool.
I barbecued.
That's great.
And
Love
we
a good
had
barbecue.
Oh, of course.
Great weather.
Great. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
And we had like a war zone in our neighborhood, which I
we
loved.
did too.
I love that.
It went later than usual. Usually by 11 they.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much can you do, right? But this went on past midnight. My mom said the same thing in her neighborhood. They were
Really?
past midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Still.
Yeah, we heard a little bit after 11, but Jeff, who was in here yesterday with me, Jeff lives maybe like 6 or 8 blocks away. So we actually agreed that around 11 it really tapered off.
Tapered off.
Which we thought was
good, as it
perfect.
should.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a fun weekend.
Oh, yeah? What else did you do?
So both Friday we went out on the boat. We went over to Ocean Bay Park and walked over to Ocean Beach.
Yeah,
We had the kids.
that's fun there.
We had all Anthony's boys and my daughter Erin was with us, and so that was a fun day.
And all the
then-
children get along?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
great. That means a lot.
And then we came home and literally just sat in the yard and watched whatever was happening around us. So we didn't go searching for fireworks. You really have to.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we worked and had poker Saturday night because nobody could play Friday. And then Sunday we had another great boat day. Went to Atlantique.
You went where?
Atlantique. It's one of the Fire Island spots. It's just a different beach.
I'm not familiar with that.
So they have the Shack. It's close. It's further east. It's more. West. It's from Field 5. It's like Kismet, Fairview, Atlantic.
Okay.
It's one of the earlier ones as you're heading out that way. But yeah, we went up we hung out on the beach again. All the boys came. Erin didn't come that day, my daughter, but Anthony had all his boys the entire day.
Wow.
They hung out on the beach with us. We went to the Shack, which is just literally just a shack they have as you're walking from the marina across to the beach. And they have the best, I'm going to say the best rocket fuels on Long Island, anywhere you can get.
Really?
They have the best. And they told us they make about $1,500 on a Sunday. Wow. And it's just literally just a shack with a bar.
Yeah,
and
I think
they have
I'm
a
familiar
band
with that.
playing there. Kerry Carney Band was playing.
Oh, what a great band.
I sang with him.
What, that day?
Yeah.
Really?
I did not, just impromptu. I was looking at the sign and I said, oh, look, Kerry Carney Band. And then he said, hey, he was sitting right there. And then, So we were heading down to the beach. He said, "Come back up and sing, sing with us." So
Was that
I
your
did.
impression of him? Hey!
Well, that's what he was kind of like. He had, he's got all the hair and he had a hat and he looked up because he heard me say his name. So that was a lot of fun. And my high school guidance counselor, I think I've told you this, lives on the beach in Atlantique from May to October and then goes to Delray. So he was there at the bar, and so he was recording, and it was a lot of fun. We met friends, and it was a good time.
Although I would like to point out how you light up when you talk about Poker Saturday. Or anytime you talk about the poker. You light up. Big smile. Yeah, Poker Saturday.
It is. It's great because it's my mom.
You don't fool me. You're winning money.
I lost. I got.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was
How
the
bad?
first one out. I was the first one out. Well, I think I was in for like $25. It wasn't like crazy, but I was the first one out. But my mom, she loves Friday night poker. So it was disappointing that we couldn't get a game together on Friday. So Saturday morning I called her and I said, "Are you going to be home tonight?" And she said, "Yeah." So I said, "Let me reach out and see if I can get enough people to play. Maybe we'll play tonight." She was so happy.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why I light up. I love when she's happy.
I'm teasing you.
But it's fun.
Does Anthony play?
He did. Well, he plays when we need an extra person to make a game. So I kind of made him play. For
And you're still the first one out.
I was the first one out.
Yeah, I got to talk
He won
to him.
him. Yeah, we chop at the top two so that there's money for two people. And so he won and my mom won.
Oh, all right. So he won. All right. So that works out then, because then he can spend that on you.
Well, yeah, and I said to him, "I'm really short this week, so I'm going to need myself a sugar daddy, so you win away."
Speaking
win,
of which,
baby, win!
Speaking of which, I played the Rusiello intro this morning.
You did?
Yes, and he got upset with me.
Why?
He sent me a private message. He's even going to get more mad for revealing the private message. But he wrote, "What the fuck did you do?" It's like, I just,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that it's his show.
Before the show even started, he commented, "The sun rises today as Diane is in the house." So that just inspired me. I'm like, I saw the comment. I'm like, oh, I'm going to play.
He sent me a text last week that he missed me after that, which was very sweet. And we had a little.
Yeah, I'm sure you
back.
did.
Yeah.
I love you.
That was
honey.
so sweet. Don't be jelly.
I am totally jelly. Let's see. And Ann is there. Good morning, Ann.
Good morning, Ann.
See, but then immediately he leaves you and he's writing, "Hi, sweetie."
He's not leaving. He's
Totally.
No, he's not. I love Ann too. Why can't we all just love each other, Tony? Why does it have to be one or the other?
Because if
Because nothing. Don't be a baby.
John's a horn dog. That's
Not
why.
At all. It's
Yes,
love
he is.
and affection.
Believe me, this horn dog knows a horn dog when he sees one. I mentioned just as you were coming in, these poor people down in Texas.
Oh.
And I've been waiting for Andrea or Carol to jump on this morning. Carol was on. Actually, they were both on yesterday, and neither one of them.
Texas is a big state.
Right.
Right?
Neither
It's
one of them
huge.
mentioned it, so I don't think
So it's
they're near it.
Yeah, I mean it's a big state. Could happen if it happened here, and it was if it happened in Virginia. That's about. I mean, Texas is huge.
Yeah,
It's massive.
right.
So
Yeah.
but still, just tragic for everybody. They had no warning at all.
And then exactly.
Nothing.
And all I think about is that
Those kids.
the girl
oh
camp.
my God.
And then we were actually on the phone with Mark White yesterday from the Spin Doctors, who lives in Texas. I totally forgot to bring it up yesterday with anybody, but he didn't bring it up either. So I'm glad to hear those
That they're
guys
okay.
are safe. But it was kind of a nice thing this morning. One of the guys that's in our PAL special needs programs, a guy he's in his 30s. He's actually a really big, strong guy, high functioning. He reached out to me this morning. He said, "Hey, what can we do for Texas?"
Oh.
Which I thought was how cool is that?
That is so cool.
I gotta try putting
come up with something.
Yeah, I gotta come
I'm
up
in.
with something.
Count me in.
Cool. Oh. Good morning, sir.
Why must you start early in the show?
What are you talking about?
Why? Listen. look, first of all, forget about you for a second. Diane, you look ravishing. You're perfectly tanned. You must have had a beautiful weekend.
I got some sun. I got some sun this weekend. A little more than I would have liked, but it's good.
No, you
I
look.
didn't burn.
It becomes you, dear. It
Thank
really
you.
becomes you. Okay, now getting back to you, you old stubby bastard. What do you get all upset for? That I talked to Diane and I talked to Ann and I talked to Andrea.
Jealousy is an ugly thing. We know it.
Is that a problem? If it's a problem, Mr. Walker, I will stop.
Oh, I don't have a problem at all. I'm not. I don't even recall saying
so why
I'm
are
upset.
you criticizing? Would you like to come down here and I'll give you lessons on being a gentleman?
Oh.
No, because again, I feel I'd end up in your basement.
In my basement, I don't have a basement. No, there's very few houses in Florida that have basements, sir.
Well, believe me,
we're all on slabs. We're on the North Shore of Long Island. We're all on slabs.
No, I believe me. You have a dungeon. You have something somewhere, and that's where I would end up. I have no doubt.
No, don't
That
be
is
chicken.
not true. That is not true. All right. Anyway, but I just want to comment that if you want me to stop, all right, commenting on the show about your co-host and about your listeners, I will do so.
He does not.
I will
No, you won't. He does not want that. Even if he says he wants it, he
I
doesn't
am not
want
saying
it.
that at all, but he's bluffing anyway.
I know. No, don't
not
go
bluffing.
anywhere. We'd be nothing whout you.
This is the Romeo Rusiello show.
That's right.
Listen, Mr. Walker, all right? I will acquiesce to you. I have so much respect for you and your show that I would turn around and do that just for you.
Oh, that's so
Because
sweet.
I sincerely respect and love you.
He didn't look you. He's speechless.
Are you
How often
speechless?
is he speechless?
No, I'm not
Are you
speechless. He's very. He really should have the Romeo Rusiello show because he really knows how to play it when the cameras are on and all the hotties are hanging around. This guy, he's a smoothie. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. He's a smooth man.
Ooh.
Well, I've been called a lot of things in my life, but I've never been called smooth.
Work it, baby. Work it. I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile,
that leaves me speechless when she says that.
More importantly, I expect to see you very soon, Miss Diane.
Yes. Well, when it'll be probably September, October, like that.
October's my birthday.
Oh.
October's my birthday. That would be awesome.
October what?
October 23rd.
Okay, cool. Oh, wow.
Yes.
I think that's Anthony's I think it was his grandmother. It's the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 25th. It's his sister, his father, and his grandmother all have in that week.
That'll be tough to come down
Yeah.
because
No.
Yeah.
We'll make
Anthony's
it. That's
family
cool.
was busy in
How
January.
How exciting.
Yes.
Cool. All right, yeah,
Yes.
because once the weather cools off a little bit, then we'll be back as soon as there's a weekend open.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 102 here today with the index.
It's pretty hot here today
It's
too.
brutal.
It's terrible.
Oh, can't even breathe out there.
But we had a great weekend. I'm not going to complain.
Well, love you guys. I'll let you guys get back to the show. But
All
again, Mr. Walker, if it's really upset you the way I conduct myself on your show, I will cease and desist.
Well,
that's a police department. That's a police department term, by the way. Cease and desist.
Yes. Anne has commented, and she says, "No, John, don't stop. You have enough love to share around." Anne strikes me as like a multiple partner type person.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, will you stop? I got to hang up now.
See, he loves it. He loves
I don't
it.
want to
We
say.
give him material.
My mother told me if you have nothing nice to say to your friends, don't say anything.
That
at
wasn't.
all.
I didn't. That wasn't
Goodbye.
a negative comment at all. I was just stating it as a fact, and good for her.
You hornball.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't saying that as a mean. I had no negativity attached to it whatsoever. What? Fremder, I'll be right back. I get it. I have to go put upside down pineapples on my red lawn chairs. Do you understand? So apparently, if you go shopping, food shopping, and you have upside down pineapple in your cart, that's letting people know that you're a swinger.
Is that true?
And also,
I had no idea.
And then it's the same thing apparently with red lawn chairs. You have red lawn chairs out in the front of the house. That apparently is letting people know, hey,
People
we're
know,
swinging
come on
here.
over. I'm
Right.
available.
Yes.
Wow, I had no idea. See, I learned something today.
You didn't learn that from your neighbor, the brothel neighbor?
Absolutely not. I had no. I think that would have been a tip off to the authorities, possibly. So.
Well,
they must have known. They had to know if we knew.
Oh, absolutely, they knew.
But they were probably coming over.
Absolutely.
So.
I had a neighbor.
She was a nice lady. I can't.
Oh, God bless
Good
her.
neighbor.
I had a neighbor once that I suspected was a prostitute. And then I was already suspicious, but then sure enough, I would see police cars out in front of her house at the same time every day, and it would be for 2 hours, and then both cops would leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And good for them. Hey, why not?
No, honestly, who cares?
Right.
If you're not hurting anybody, who cares?
Right. I mean,
I don't care. I know there are
right.
people who care.
Well,
I don't care.
Sometimes when it comes to that stuff, there's human trafficking
That's
involved.
a whole different
right,
thing.
Exactly.
Correct.
Right. Oh, there's Vicky. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Vicky, I mentioned you earlier. Vicky had a hurricane happen in her neck of the woods. She said it was so quick that there were no alarms, like nothing. Because it just
the same kind of thing, right?
Right, with the flood, yeah.
Crazy.
But Vicky, how bad? Was there damage? And you told me you're okay, thank goodness. But
what does it say? I can see.
Did you see it?
I can't read
all right.
it.
It was a private message, but I'll let you see it. But right there.
I love you. It's great.
I do love the our family here.
We do.
Vicky, I'm sorry. It was a tornado. I'm sorry.
I was going to say hurricane wouldn't go fast, but
right.
But
and I had
right.
tornado in my head, but I kept saying hurricane. Sorry.
Rush through and that's it. Boom.
Yeah.
Devastating.
But yeah, apparently this was like really quick.
Wow.
So glad everybody's okay. Yeah, was there any significant damage, Vicky? That part I don't remember asking. I remember hearing you're okay, but I don't know if your area was okay. So, all right, we're going to get some Tuesday trivia in a little while. We're going to play a little Who Is This in a little while as well. Cool. Now, you also, since we've seen you last, you played with Dave, right?
I did. We did the Bethpage Fire Department.
Right. And how was that?
It was good.
Now, you were confused beforehand. You weren't sure if it was an outdoor thing. Like, you didn't know.
It was outdoors.
It was.
I didn't know. And I it was an outdoor, the Bethpage Fire Department right there on Broadway in the back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had a stage, the Town of Oyster Bay stage set up.
Oh, that's right. There's the big fire, Long Island Railroad parking lot back there, right?
Well, no, not where we were. There's a mobile station on Central Avenue, and if you're standing in front of the mobile station and look directly across, it's the back road behind Broadway is has the parking lot.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So, and they had a cigar and bourbon thing, and they had some nice little. It was hot that night, but they had some tents set up, and they had some nice barbecue, and they let us eat for free and drink some beer. And I entered a raffle and won a microwave for work.
Oh, nice.
That was good because we have 2 flights of stairs. I have to go all the way across the end of the building and up 2 flights of stairs to heat anything up because there's only a microwave upstairs.
Oh, well, not
and
anymore.
I kept saying I would get one, and then I just put all my raffle tickets in that thing and I won the microwave. So I brought it to work. Everybody was so happy.
God, you are a hero over there.
They everybody said thank you. I said I didn't buy it. I just won it.
What was the occasion with the fire department? Was there an occasion?
I guess it was a fundraiser for something. I don't really know, but it was nice.
Is there one song that comes to mind that you felt you guys just nailed it that night? Or fine, you can give me more than one.
Oh, I don't know.
Or you just like the whole thing.
It was a good night though. You know sometimes you feel like you're on or you're not or something's off. The sound was good. I think that nice little stage was, Dave was very excited. He had some new equipment because it was a bigger area. Usually we play in a small, intimate space.
Right.
But the sound was good. It's just a good night.
Dave supplies all that, or
he does. He works hard.
Yeah, absolutely he does.
He does a lot. He does, and he does all the booking, and he also works for Farmingdale. He does all their, PR and marketing and. he works hard.
Yeah, he does.
For very little, in return.
I hear you.
He gives a lot of himself, a lot.
I know that feeling.
He's a good guy.
Let's see. Fremder. What? So I'm guessing a baby conceived in a whorehouse is a brothel sprout.
Instead of a Brussels sprout.
Yeah. Vicky, there were several roofs ripped off and lots of trees fallen and some roads are closed. Okay. All right. Well, that's an inconvenience, but, it could have been a lot worse.
As long as you're not hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
What? I'm sure. Oh, all right. I got that from. I'm not reading that one either. And so, all right. So you got the microwave for work. And speaking of that, now that was the other thing I wanted to ask you. Last week, I mean, we didn't have the show last week anyway. But even if we did, you weren't going to be here because you had to.
I had
go
to work,
and you were in charge, is what you said.
It was kind of large and in charge. Yeah.
Well, not the large part. But and how did that go?
It was fine.
Nobody gave you any shit?
Nobody gives me shit.
Nobody tried to sneak out, like, because the substitute teacher won't notice type shit?
No.
All right. They know better.
No, I have a really good relationship with everybody there. I didn't do it all. I did my best to hold shit together until he got back. And I know he got back yesterday, and there was a lot there for him to do. But I did the best.
Oh, he got back yesterday. Oh, so you've been in charge all this time?
Yeah, he came back. He went to Amsterdam.
Oh.
I know. But it was it was, Tuesday to Sunday. Which I don't know, when you're going to Europe, it feels like that's not quite enough time. But, I mean, I do short trips, too, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But
what are you talking about?
But, yeah, I did what I could. And that's
sure
it.
It was
And then
fine.
at the end of the day, I tell myself, okay, it's not brain surgery. It's just cars. Nobody's going to die.
Right.
What's the worst that can happen? We deliver the car when he gets back. Just everybody chill out. There's nothing I can do for you.
Good.
Or if there is, I do.
Right.
So.
And I know you, and you're always in there 100%.
We did the best we could, and we got through it. You always get through it.
Right.
Who's that?
That's Eric Shevlin calling me. Eric and I actually started this show together, but after 2 years, he left. So he's been gone for 5 or 6 years now.
Oh.
I'll call him later. Sometimes I call him. He's done that to me before, and there are times I've answered him on the air. But Romeo, we are a great family here because of Tony. I have met some great people here on this show. Thank you, Tony Walker. All right. Well, thank you, John. That's very nice. And yes, we have. We have. We've made some relationships have
That's
developed.
me and the dudes on the stage.
Cool. That Dave, man, look at that outfit.
He is a piece of work.
Look at that outfit on Diane. Fuck the electric dudes.
There we go.
This way.
I like to plug the dudes. They're great. They're just great guys. They're a lot of fun.
Fremder is having a heart attack right now when you said I'd love to plug the dudes. He is not typing fast enough at this moment.
Oh boy.
But,
okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm good for that. I'm good for a good setup. I can't.
I thought for sure.
I don't really think about it.
I thought you were going to say I'm good for a good plug.
No, see.
But absolutely. I've seen the Electric Dudes. I think before I, met Dave or knew he had a connection to my brother or anything like that. It was years ago that I saw them. Yeah, they are. He's great. He is a great guitar player. And yeah, they're a good band. They play great music. Yeah. And yeah, John, getting back to your point, absolutely. It is a nice little family that we've established. I've made some great friendships and developed some great friendships here too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Diane and I knew each other. She turned me down when I asked her out.
I don't recall that. I don't recall that happening.
She's full of it.
I don't.
So I still have the.
I know, you told me. I went back and I looked.
Oh, you did?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But yes, we've become close friends on here, and it's great. Derek Mutispaw, who was here yesterday, Mr. Pop and Twist, he's been here off and on pretty much from the beginning, and he came back yesterday, first time in
Mr. Pop and Twist.
Mr.
What is
Pop and
that?
Twist. He is a balloon artist.
I love that. I used to do that when when my kids were really little. My oldest was a year old, and I started working for a company called Imagination Land. So we did costume character birthday parties or
really?
events for little kids. So for a bunch of years, I was, mostly the Disney princesses, those kinds of things. And then, sometimes like the Pink Power Ranger or something like that, dress up and go do the birthday parties. And part of the thing was face painting and animal balloons. I could do, 10, like basic things. Not some of these things these guys do is crazy.
Well, that's what this guy does.
And it's very impressive because,
This guy, he's made, he's made stuff like almost like half the size of this room.
That's awesome. I love that.
The thing that I always talk about every time
he does
talk
like
about
real sculptures.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's great.
The most impressive thing I've ever seen him do, he made a life-size Spider-Man.
Oh.
But Spider-Man is up. You know that it's like a famous pose for Spider-Man where he's upside down and his legs are crossed against the web.
Yes.
He made that.
Oh, wow.
And even made the web.
That's very
that he's
impressive.
hanging from. So,
Very cool.
Yeah. And he he makes so there was a time when he had a flexible work schedule, so he would come in here quite often. And he lives, where are we here? He lives right over here. I mean, literally about a 3-minute walk.
Okay.
He's that's how close he lives to here. So even sometimes if he was around and we had somebody, who's some kind of name,
He would walk over.
with a balloon made of them.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Mark White of the Spin Doctors, who we called yesterday on the phone, well, formerly the Spin Doctors. Mark White has been in here a few times, and yeah, he made a Mark White balloon once.
Cool.
And then we made a video of Sally, having her way with the balloon.
Oh.
Well, we had a running joke because one day, in fact, we talked about it yesterday with Mark. There was one day after the show, me, Sally, and Mark went to Bella Vista Pizza in Plainview. These guys are fantastic. They're still there. This is like 5 years ago or so, but they're there and they're fantastic. So go there. They're a former sponsor here, but we'll still push them. So anyway, we went there, and Mark, he's got money, so he had he drove one of his fancy cars from Texas all the way here. So we go out for pizza. I drove because I was here. But when we left, Sally wanted to ride in his fancy sports car. So she went with him. I went home. Sally didn't come home for 3 hours.
Huh.
So that became a running joke, obviously. So when we got the Mark White balloon, we just kept the joke going. How the hell do we get into all this? Oh, the balloons. Mr. Pop and Twist.
I wanted to know what Pop and Twist was.
We had.
I gotcha.
You know who Orlando Jones is?
No.
He's an actor. You might know if you see him.
Probably.
He used to make those 7-Up commercials and stuff. But great actor, and he's also a comedian. So he was here once, and Derek showed up with an Orlando Jones balloon.
Cool.
Yeah, he is very talented. So he's part of the family that we have here, and it was nice to see him because it's been over a year since he's been here. And he brought his kids with him, and that was the first time we met his kids. All right, there's Eric commenting. Eric, I didn't answer because I'm on the air, but if you want to, I'll be glad to talk to you on the air if you want to call back. Call the, it's right in front of Diane's coffee cup there, the phone number to the studio. That way you can say hi to everybody. So yeah, Eric, feel free. I would love to talk to you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Eric is now living down in, for the most part, living in South Carolina, so I don't really see him too much. And Ann agrees. She says, amen to that, John, my sweets. Lifelong friendships made here. I see Ann did not deny the fact that I said she likes multiple partners. She didn't deny it.
She just ignored it.
I have respect for her for that. What? I don't get this. Fremder, the last time I went on Amazon to order a microwave, they delivered a midget. I don't get it.
I don't know.
And that's probably a good thing that we don't know, that we don't speak his language. Fremder, I'm not reading that one either. He's making balloon knot comments. Yeah.
Not nice.
All right. Do I have? I don't have. I wanted to ask you a question, Diane Fogarty McCardle. But it's a visual, so now I have to look to see if I can find it. Did you hear about this woman down at Disney? Look at that! I found it on the first shot.
Oh, look at you.
All right, let me just set this up. So that's one picture, and I believe this is the other. Yes, it is. Ah, nice. Very proud of myself right now.
Look at you go.
So you didn't hear about this woman at Disney? I've been holding on to this because I wanted to do this with you. So it's been a couple of weeks. It's been a week or two since this made the news. But so this woman here, and I'll show that, and then all right. So I'll zoom in to read the top there. Was so happy to be here that I didn't realize I was improperly dressed and would be forced to buy a $45 T-shirt. Or else I would
not get on the ride I wanted for an hour.
So so here's the woman. Her name escapes me. I don't know if I have the story here anymore. But that's her and her husband. They went to Disney.
Yeah.
Now look at the shirt he's wearing.
Okay.
Okay. And now I'm going to show you another picture of her. So
I'm guessing she's got no bra.
That's what she was wearing at Disney.
Okay.
So it's a sports bra.
Crop top. Yeah. I have no issue with that. Disney did.
Well, that's right. That's the thing. That's what shocked me. I don't have a problem with that either. Plus the fact, that she's in great shape, which is, a bonus for us. But even, that has nothing to do with it. It's just really, I don't see what the problem is. But apparently,
I have no problem with that. But
well,
here's the thing: I worked for Disney. Right?
Is there anything you haven't done?
Yeah, I worked for the Disney store.
That's right. You have told us that. Yes, you have.
So they had rules. We have nail polish. We couldn't wear earrings.
You couldn't have nail polish?
No
Why?
colored nail polish. It could only be clear. And you could not wear earrings that you could only wear studs if you had ears pierced. No other piercings, no tattoos. There were rules. No facial hair if you were a man, like the Yankees.
Well, the Yankees don't do that anymore.
So I know they just.
Well, it has to be
it's got to be well
trimmed.
groomed. They still do right. Yeah. So.
But that's an employee.
No, I understand, but I mean, they have a dress code, I suppose. I've never really been aware of it, only because I just. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's exactly it. Apparently, there is a dress
code. And it changes, right? What's acceptable, in 1970 when they opened, or 72, has got to be different than what's acceptable now, right?
Well, sure.
So you would think, to me, that's just silliness. But, and honestly, they could have provided her with a T-shirt then. If they really took exception, here's this free T-shirt. Welcome to Disney.
Right.
Right? And that's kind of how I feel about that.
So that's the thing. If for employees, that's one thing. Now, and I'm not saying they shouldn't have dress codes for the patrons. It's fine, but I'll tell you, I've been to Disney, I think 2 or 3 times. I think twice. I never received, like a list, or I never was told to go on a website to see list of rules. I mean, it's probably at the gate as you're walking in, but I don't know. To me, that's a bit much.
I agree, and maybe they will change that.
And then apparently,
but they do try to make a certain,
which is fine. I get
right.
That.
I mean, you're not allowed to have gum. There's no gum.
Right.
There's no cigarettes. There's no, and we love Disney for that reason. And
absolutely,
for how it's just perfection.
I've been saying that.
So they're trying to kind of hold that. But again, I agree with you.
But
that's silly.
I'm with you. I've been saying that for years. Whoever runs Disney, the amusement parks, Disneyland, Disney World, should run the whole world because it's fun, it's clean, and everybody's happy. All the employees are so freaking happy. I mean, it's a magical place. And I was there. I was there once on Halloween. And apparently you have to get separate tickets for Halloween night. It's not.
Yes, I've been there for Halloween too.
Oh, okay. So have you seen this? Because we had day passes and we had tickets for Halloween.
Right.
So if you
Right.
had, so if
it
you
was a
had
special
that,
event.
Right.
Typically, the park would have been closed that night.
Right.
Yes.
but if you have tickets for both, you're allowed to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was they make an announcement. I think it was like 6:00. The park is now going to be closed for an hour. If you're in the park and you have tickets for tonight, you can stay in the park. But most things are closing for an hour. Then we're going to reopen for the Halloween festivities. I could not believe the facelift that this place went through in an hour.
In an hour.
I was blown away.
It's a machine.
Then, yes.
And
then we had the most wonderful time of Halloween. Right,
like,
yes.
Everything is right there.
Yes.
And I will tell you, they go through a huge process. They don't just like hire people willy-nilly.
Right,
Even
right.
like the guys that sweep the streets.
Yes.
It is a rigorous interview process that you
Yes.
go through. You really have to be in 100% hook, line, and sinker. You have to really kind of believe in that whole magic thing. You have to be willing to be the performer and do the performance.
Right.
Even if, like I said, you're the guy who takes out the trash, you need to be all those things, and they make sure you are. They will, the street sweepers, they'll interview 100 people and hire one.
Right.
You have to be willing to be part of the show. It's a
Right.
it's a show. You're a cast member. You're not an employee.
Yep.
You're part of the show, and they're really careful. And so, yeah, I mean, I would say most of the time it's not an act. People are just thrilled
Yes.
to be there and be part of it.
Agreed, 100%.
And they come from all over the world to work there.
Oh, I know people from here that have gone down there to work, and they've all said everything.
Same thing
that
with the
you said,
cruises, everything.
Yeah,
They
right.
still, yeah.
So I understand the image and the way they want to keep it to a certain standard. I get that, but I still think that it's a little much.
Right. I think at some point.
And apparently, she claims that they really got like some of the employees, not just one person. I think she said a handful of employees really kind of gave her a hard time.
If
Plus,
she was
look at
pushing
him.
back, if
Well,
she was pushing back, they're like,
True.
"Well, we're sorry, but you can't come in."
But his man boobs are right there. Like, to me,
it wasn't the boobs; it was the bare midriff that got them.
I get it,
'Cause
but
she's covered up top.
right, I know, but that's my point. His boobs are almost flopping out, and that's okay.
But they're not.
But that's my point. You're like, it shouldn't be.
I know. It's the belly. It was the belly was showing.
God bless her and her belly.
Whatever. I mean, Ocean Beach, they have a dress code. When we're walking on Fire Island, you can't. Like,
Is that right?
Guys, yeah. Well, I think it's the guys can't be shirtless. You have to
didn't
have
know
a
that.
shirt on if you're walking through the path through the
Oh,
shops.
wow.
If you're on the
Yeah.
beach, you're fine. If you come back, you have to have a shirt on.
I did not know that.
There
it is
are
great
rules.
there. Yeah.
There are rules,
Wow.
and when you go to a place, you're gonna have to follow the rules.
But then you go to Cherry Grove, where the ice cream place is called Suck It, I think, or Lick It. Well, that's
different town.
That's a whole different
spots,
yeah,
right?
That's a whole different thing.
But
over
you choose where you want to go based on the rules you do or don't want to follow, right?
there. Yeah, no, you're right about that. You're right about that. Let's see. Vicky, Amazon, tall women microwave smaller.
Oh, that's to Fremder's. I ordered a microwave and
got a midget.
Yeah, midget.
So Amazon, tall women microwave smaller.
Whatever.
Vicky, I wouldn't be proud of the fact that you can speak Fremder. Vicky gets it. She's the Fremder whisperer. Yeah, I wouldn't be proud of that. Ann Rothney, Orlando Jones, ! He filmed a movie in our front yard, a movie called Double Take.
Wow.
My daughter Leanna got to meet him and has autographed pictures of him and her. Leanne loves him.
That's so cool.
She said, Tony, have Orlando on. He's been. We had him in here. The Saturday night green room show that me and Don do.
I'm
think that
looking him
was-
up so I can see who he is.
Was that last summer or was it even 2 years ago? Maybe I forget now. It's all a blur. But yeah, he came in here. He sat on the couch and.
Oh yeah, I know who he is.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very funny guy. Great actor.
Just didn't know his name.
Very underrated actor. He should be. I wish he kind of got more credit for his acting and was more of a household name personally. But yeah, he was in here. We had a blast with him. He was a great guy. Great guy. And there's John. Oh, wow, that's cool. It was so much fun. She's digging in my trunk as we speak for the pictures. Oh, yeah, I actually would love to see the pictures. Friend, who made up those strict dress code rules? Walt Hitler?
But when I was at Disney the last time, though, I did get my. Oh wait, where is it? Where is it? Oh, now I have to find it. I had a little Mickey Pride thing. It fell off. Oh well.
Fell off of what?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on the outside somewhere?
It was attached like this, and it was a little Mickey Mouse in the Pride
Where did it go?
flag. I don't know.
Somebody stole. See that? Some twisted saw your Pride thing and ripped it off.
Or it dropped off. I'll find it.
All right, I hope so. I don't. Friend is not making sense to me today. John's favorite Disney ride is Matterhorny Mountain.
The Matterhorn is a Disney ride.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the other one? What's the famous one?
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
So
right.
he made it Matterhorny Mountain. There you go.
My favorite bedtime snacks are cookies and MILF. I don't know why he said that. Okay. Did you watch any of the Met Yankees?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. So the Sunday game, I was out on the beach, but we were, watching the score at, the play-by-play on my MLB app on my phone. But
did you maybe go back at some point? Did you see that play with Bellinger?
I did not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was.
That was Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
Bellinger's first name, Clay Bellinger. He was in left field. Mets were down by 2, and Soto hits a line drive to left field. Bellinger comes racing in. He just does a slide. So if this is the ground, his mitt comes in right here, and the ball just like if it was
like a
hair,
magnet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was a hair off, that ball would have hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an amazing catch, but then he rises, throws. Lindor was on first base. He did it all right. He didn't do anything wrong. He went halfway like a good base runner does. The ball was caught. He runs back. Bellinger just threw a bullet and
threw him out.
Threw him out. Couldn't believe it though. Even the Keith and Rom and Gary.
Listen, that's why baseball is just great. I know some people think it's boring,
I
but
don't
when you
think
have
it's
plays like that, then it just.
Yep.
And
even
when it's not your team.
Even when that's exactly what I was about to say.
Play.
Even though it was against us, like you have to tip your hat and say, "Wow, that was fantastic."
Yes.
That might be one of the best plays of the whole year.
I'll look it up.
It was unbelievable. And then John and I actually talked about it yesterday. The Mets, they had some opportunities. Bottom of the ninth, I think the home plate umpire had dinner plans. He was calling strikes that were clearly not strikes.
I did see some.
Yeah, the manager
video of that.
Mendoza came out screaming. He got tossed, and he had every right. It was.
It was bad.
It wasn't, and it was a few pitches. It wasn't just one. It was a few. So, but yeah, and to me, and I said it yesterday too. That made the 4th of July. First of all, having the 4th on a Friday was awesome. Then you had a nice, fun, 3-day weekend. And then you had Met Yankee games to go with it.
It's great.
And they were all during the day.
I think they were planned that way. I feel that was planned. That was great.
It was nice because Major League Baseball gets so much wrong. So it was nice to see them get it right.
It was good.
Met Yankees on the 4th weekend. All 3 games are during the day.
Great.
How great is that?
It was great.
Yeah, it really was. What a fun weekend. I'm glad you enjoyed your weekend.
I did. I had a great weekend.
Let's see. Oh, I read those already. Oh, okay. Yeah, I read those already. All right. So, all right. So one thing I have here. Things that outdated technology that adults still swear by. But you mentioned microwave. Well, microwaves, I guess, not so much. But air fryers have really become popular. But okay. A wall calendar. Oh, that's not really technology.
I do keep a paper calendar.
Yeah.
I have multiples. I have a book one in my, so I still like to write things down. And at work, they're big on make a spreadsheet. You can do that. That's fine, but I still need to write things. And I have a big desk calendar, and then I have another little calendar next to it that I can flip open.
Do you write all the same things on all three?
Them.
And I'm not judging, but why not the calendar on the phone where you can just
I don't know.
enter it all there
I don't.
too?
When I need to remember something on my phone, I make a reminder. I do remind myself. I'll tell you, one of my better qualities is that I understand that I won't remember. If somebody asks me to do something right now, I'm not one of those persons that will say, okay, I'll do it in a few minutes. And then if I say that, it goes right in my phone for 10-minute reminder.
I'm with you. I forget it.
Or I write it down. I know I need to remind myself. And so I'm constantly giving my son will say, can you take us to the airport on Friday? Absolutely. I'll take you to the airport on Friday. You can be darn sure that Thursday night at 10 p.m., it's going to say, take Kevin to the airport at 4 a.m. You know, I know I have to remind myself because I just won't remember on my own.
My son makes me nuts because he was diagnosed as a kid with ADHD. And he was definitely ADHD. But now, I mean, he's going to be 25 in November. And there are times, hey, did you take care of so-and-so? No, I forgot. I was like, why? I have ADHD, Dad.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you have a phone where you can enter your stuff and then make a point to look at it every day. All right, this is what I got to do today. Oh, that's right, I have this to do. Like, to me, there's no more excuses.
I think one of the best things you can do for yourself is know your own deficiencies and know how. I just know I'm going to forget. And
can you
so
yell
I
at my
never
son?
let myself forget.
You yell at myself?
I wouldn't yell at him, but I would show him how to be better.
Show me how to be better.
I just know I can't, I won't remember.
Right.
So I have a lot going on. But I'll always show up for you. You know, I will show up for people. They need me.
What else? So wall calendars. All right. So this is outdated technology, but I don't know. This isn't really technology. Actual books,
which I love.
A lot of people.
I don't really read as much as I would like to, but I would not read off of an iPad.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either.
Nope, like a real book.
Real headphones with a cord.
I like that.
Yeah, me
Very
too.
cool.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Earbuds. I hate the feeling of that thing in my ear. Plus, they say it's really bad for you. Where this, you would think this is worse because it's so enclosed, but apparently it leaks out enough.
Right.
And it's not, and it's covering the whole ear, so it actually goes to outside the ear too, instead of all of it going in.
Correct.
Yeah. And I only have one more, which I love. Compact discs.
Yeah, I don't really use them much, but I know you love that you have a CD player in your car.
That's right.
That's great.
I came running to you like a little kid. This is a CD player in the car!
Oh my God, I didn't realize it when I drove away with it that it had a CD player. I didn't realize it either. I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for me too.
That's great.
I love liner notes. I love photographs. And I love the quality, the sound quality. MP3's just the sound quality. It's just not good. So yeah, I'm glad that one made the list.
What else?
That was it. That's the whole list.
Oh, just 3 things?
Yeah. Was it 4 things? Calendar, books, headphones, and CDs.
Right. Okay.
Is there anything that you have that I'm leaving out?
I can't think right off. I mean, I'm kind of old-fashioned. I do hold on to things that other people maybe don't use anymore. I can't. I'll think of some.
A landline telephone?
I do not know. I let that go.
Yeah, I did too.
I kept the number because the cable was cheaper as part of the package, but I unplugged it.
All right. Well, there you go.
Anthony had it. You know, when I moved into that house for a long, long time, he had that landline phone, and it was just collecting dust. And I was like, why don't you? He couldn't let it, but when we renovated the kitchen, he let it go.
I let it go, 7 or 8 years ago, but same thing.
It's hard. We grew. That was our whole life.
But I just miss the quality. Again, a hard lined.
I'm not really.
Phone.
I don't like to talk on the phone. I'm a texter.
Right, and you've always been that way. Like
Yeah.
before cell phones?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
yeah.
but
Well,
that's
I
the
was
quality. I
never.
hate, you can't hear people.
Never
as good.
ever a let's talk on the phone for an hour.
Yeah,
and
you have
shoot
said
the
that
shit.
before, yeah.
I'm just not. I never
Yeah.
was.
I'd
tell
rather
me
drive to somebody's
what
house.
you got, what you got, what you got, or meet me face to face.
Right.
And now I first of all I only pick up the phone for on the first call unless somebody texts me and says, "Hey, can I call you?" I only pick up the phone for my mother because she doesn't text. Anthony's parents because they don't text her. Anthony, boy, it better be an emergency. He likes to call, and I'm like, click. Like, if this can be done in a text.
He wants to talk to his little Snoopy poo.
I hate it. And I leave my ringer on in the middle of the night. I know most people shut them off, but
I don't,
because
yeah.
if my kid's got an emergency, I want them to be able to reach me.
Absolutely
Because
right.
mine is probably the one number they all will remember and
Yeah,
can call.
right.
And my son had a situation where he lost his phone and he lost his car. He got stranded in the middle of the night and was calling from somebody else's phone. I woke up, I had 30 missed calls, and I had the ringer off.
Oh my god, yeah, that would.
So
freak
I
me
will
out.
never, ever have the ringer off in the middle of the night. So if you really have an emergency and need to get somebody, you can reach me.
Now I heard when you walked in, you closed that door.
I did. I pulled it tight.
Yeah, but it just opened. I'm just gonna take.
I think somebody walked that way.
Oh, you did? You
Yeah,
you saw somebody? Oh, all right. No, if you saw somebody, then it's cool. But all right, you want to gives us a chance to
Yeah, I didn't.
watch you walk.
Because I know you told me why. Oh yeah, that's the exterminator.
Oh. Yeah. 2 out of 3, baby.
It's only me.
Tell them it's 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3, baby. 2 out of 3. Let's go, Mets. Same thing. I know. It was a draw. I gotcha.
It's like kissing your sister.
Did they hear what he said?
It's like kissing your sister?
It's like kiss. It was a draw, like kissing your sister.
Totally not like kissing your sister. But. Fremder is yelling at me, how do you not know Disney rides? I'm going to call them and tell them they should change the look of all the rides to giant all-American burgers. Then you'd recognize them. Yeah.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that is true. What's wrong with that? I don't have a problem with that. I don't see an issue. All right, one more thing I'm going to do with you. Actually, all right. This is something else I was waiting for you on. L.A. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford's wife, Kelly. She apparently is a very busy woman.
Okay.
And in her opinion, felt she didn't have time to get her waxing. Mm-hmm. So she decided to do it herself.
Mm-hmm.
She says, it was a stupid mistake. I've never been in so much pain.
Mm-hmm.
She attempted the waxing dead sober.
It's not something you should ever do to yourself.
Yeah, and she says yes.
Those people are trained to do that for a reason.
Right.
Yes.
That's why I figured I'd share this. I thought
You can literally rip your skin off. There's a way you need to hold that. I would always leave that to a professional.
Well, and of course I think about the 40-year-old virgin. That scene was real, as think most people know by now. And sure enough, you see that. At one point, she rips that off Steve Carell, and you see the blood coming through the skin.
Through the follicles, yeah. But she didn't. But if you do it if you don't hold the skin tight and you just try to peel it off, you literally rip your skin off.
Right.
That's what.
Yes.
I was praying that they didn't sweep them because
I know that would have been.
I was like, oh no, I can't.
We didn't make any bets this time.
No, I just didn't.
I won $10
for the batter. When I go to the bagel store, they would have really got on me. They would have had a broom up.
I had $10 a game.
$10 a game.
$10 a game. So the first two, it was the last one made it only 10. I would have been up 30.
It seems to me like Yankee fans, like they all hate Aaron Boone. Do you?
I don't hate him. I just question
I
a lot of his.
just get angry with him. I know I have a
But
friend
they've
too.
made the postseason. I think every year he's been there. So you would think
he just makes some really.
I agree, but it just seems like they hate him. I don't. There's just a level of hate I've never seen before.
I guess you only get the negative because people that like him, they're not going to call in.
Yeah,
what do you listen to? Like a sports station or?
Between sports stations and just talking, and then we have a sports show in here.
And people post things on their social media.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
But we have a sports show in here, and the host is a Yankee fan, and he has actually said, "I hate him. They need to fire him now."
Well, but believe it or not, I like Girardi better, and they fired Girardi to bring in Boone.
Yeah, I did. I'm with you there. I like Girardi better.
Here's my excuse with the Mets and Yankees.
Okay.
I see it in my kids. When you play your older brother, you try really hard. So the Mets were playing their older brother and they really tried hard.
I don't know. All you got to do is look at the record, and even with 7 losses in a row, the Mets are still well ahead of the Yankees in the standings.
Well,
so.
we had 6 losses in a row too.
I know.
Twice.
But even with that,
yeah.
we're still way.
You're not way ahead. Like 3. You've got 52. We have 48.
Do I need to separate you two?
4 wins. That's a big deal.
Oh.
Well, we're not in the same league, thank God.
Okay.
Well, are we still talking baseball?
Listen, all I know is it's another fun year.
Absolutely right.
You know what?
Yes.
I've seen the World Series, so as long as they have a good season,
right.
Long as Judge hits his 60, hopefully.
Oh, he's going to hit 60.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, they're not even pitching to him.
Right. Well, true.
Well,
Yeah.
did you see? Well, you don't follow this close. They had a man on first. This was in Toronto.
Yeah.
No out.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
The guy walked him.
Yes.
That's like
I
Barry
just don't
Bonds
even
stuff.
want to give it a shot.
They don't want to
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
with him.
Right.
Especially
Yeah,
when he's
right.
hot. When he's not hot, they'll pitch to him.
And will he keep that batting average by the end of the year?
Not 360.
Oh, that would be amazing if he did.
I mean, I think he finished 324 last year.
Wow, man.
With 50, you know.
Right.
He's an all-around good player.
Yes,
He's a very,
absolutely.
I think he's the best player in baseball.
Currently, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, being biased, but Ohtani, I don't know what else he does. But he hits, he pitches when he pitches.
Yeah, true.
Did he ever play the field? I mean, I know he could steal bases, but I don't know. Did he ever play the field? Not in America.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think I would take Judge over Ohtani.
Yeah.
Not that I would. Be
But I
upset to
think
have
the
him.
league and all around MLB loves Ohtani. I mean,
Well, you know what? He's
loves
just a
him.
good guy and a good role model and
Yes.
respectful. And they say he's so, when he walks in and he shakes the hands of all the staff.
yeah, except
and
when his trainer went to jail for him when he took the betting. Then he's a good guy. That was such a scam. Anybody else would have been like out of baseball for like a year.
Right.
Right?
Pete Rose, for crying out loud, but not him.
But not Ohtani. He's Japan. Japan brings in a lot of fans.
Oh, it sure do. A lot of money.
I won't hold. I know you're online. Oh, you're on call. I call this Radio Row. I used to tell Larry.
There you
Radio Row.
go.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You guys are Radio Row to me.
He didn't know what to call it on the air. And meanwhile, the sign's right above his head. There.
Oh, knock him dead of governors.
Well, no, outside in the hallway. There's a
Oh, I
little
got you.
one on air. Yeah. Wow. I thought you guys were going to fight.
Oh, he's sweet.
Let's see. Fremder, how about a vibrator instead of an electric toothbrush?
You talk about ADD. It's all over the place.
I like to talk on the phone because I'm dyslexic. The back door sounds like a gate opening from Tales from the
Tales
Crypt.
from the Crypt. It
Yeah,
does.
it does
That's how
kinda
it sounds
sound
to us.
What? John Rusciello says he would love to wax Fremder.
Oh.
That's a whole new other level of weirdo.
Locked out. Is that why he's?
Oh, I didn't even hear anything.
Oh no, he's there. He's good.
Oh.
I heard somebody bang on the back door.
Oh, no, I didn't hear anything. All right. And was that? So, yeah, I wanted to do the waxing.
And Juan Soto didn't make the All-Stars?
No. Soto did not make the All-Stars.
Excuse my language, but what the fuck?
Yeah, he deserves it. He's
He
having a good year.
deserved to be there.
Yes, totally. Who's there? Pete, Francisco?
I believe.
And that's it?
I think
I thought there was a third. No?
I don't know. Let's see. I just saw that he didn't make it, and I thought that's screwed up.
Yeah. Well, because he had such a poor start. And I think that's probably what got him. He's been tearing it up, man, though, for the past month or two.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Whatever. Diaz made it.
Oh, Diaz. I knew there was
Yeah.
one more. Okay. Yeah. Diaz, what a year he's having. He's having a great year. Okay. We're going to get to Tuesday trivia in a minute, but first, it is time to do a little Who is this?
Who is this?
Who is this?
Who is this?
Diane McCardle Fogarty, Who is this?
Oh, that's Bruno Mars.
That is Bruno Mars. I always start off easy, and then as we go, we get a little harder and harder. Okay, who is that?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like a familiar face to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
That.
Oh. It something just came to me. Oh my goodness. I feel like now you're going to tell me and I'm going to say, oh yeah.
Oh, you'll totally see it as soon as I tell you.
But I'll know if it's who I was thinking of. Go ahead.
Tell me who you're thinking of.
I can't think. I can't.
That is John Lennon.
Not what I was thinking at all.
Okay.
Okay.
This next one,
I feel better.
I think these next two are.
How can that be John Lennon with a what is that? A San Francisco hat?
You know, I've always wondered the same thing, but you know, Strawberry Fields was a real place, and that
So maybe that's what that
that's
is.
what I've
Okay.
always guessed. Yeah.
Okay.
This next one is. These next two are easy in my opinion. To me, this person still looks like this.
Is that Latifah?
No.
I don't-
Be careful what you say. You might get slapped. You might get slapped. Be careful what you say. That doesn't help you? I thought for sure that would help you. You don't want to get slapped.
Oh, George Foreman?
No.
I don't know. Slapped? I don't know. Who is that?
That is Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All
And
right.
he slapped.
But I mean, I don't necessarily see Will Smith there. So
Really? You don't? Really? Now that I tell you, you still don't see
I
it?
still think it looks more like Latifah than it looks like
You're
Will
just
Smith.
racist.
I'm not.
All right. This next one, also, to me, he looks exactly the same.
Oh, that's Bryan Cranston.
That is Bryan Cranston. Very
Yes.
nice. All right. This next one, I don't think you're going to get. Fremder always wanted to see his name in lights, so he's changing his name to On Air.
Maybe you're
That's
right.
funny.
Maybe I won't get this one.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get this one. I will tell you my first hint. He has a very famous mustache.
Freddie Mercury. No.
No. Not enough teeth.
No, not. I know. No, I don't know.
That is Keith Hernandez.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a baby picture.
Aww. That's so cute. Who is that? Look at those eyes.
That's funny.
I just want to squeeze that baby. That's so cute.
That's really funny.
I don't know who it is, but it's so flipping cute.
I was just. Looks like one of those one of those stupid little rascals you love so much. Little rascals aren't stupid.
Oh,
You
my
stick with your
goodness, that baby
Disney
is
rides. I'll stick
adorable.
with
Look
Little
at
Rascals.
the size of those baby eyes. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think of a hint.
Ugh.
He is. He's still alive.
It's a he. Okay.
Yeah, it's a man. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize.
No, that's okay.
It's a man.
It's a baby, so you don't
he's-
have to tell who.
He's still alive. In fact, he's staying alive. He's in a famous movie with a baby.
John. Oh, John Travolta.
That is John Travolta.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
Good. Oh, nice call. Very nice. All right, this next one, I'm not sure if you'll get, but if you look close, you could see her face. Like you could recognize her today. And I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
She's famous for what you're doing right now. Talking on a morning show.
Kelly Ripa.
That is Kelly
That's
Ripa.
yeah.
Yep. This one I didn't even recognize either.
Is that Princess Diana?
Very nice. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't get that. But yeah, that's her. That's Princess Di. All right, this next one, we have two more. This next one is the hardest one, in my opinion, the hardest one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't recognize this one at all.
I didn't think the Will Smith one was. Could have been. Huh.
Fremda.
I don't
Fremda's
know. Racist. Jude Law.
Nope. Picture a famous mullet on him from the 80s. If I said, I wonder if you'll get this. If I said he's sometimes a member of the Beach Boys.
John Stamos?
That is John Stamos.
Is it really?
Yes.
I wouldn't have seen. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have seen.
I don't see that either.
Okay.
I don't see that at all.
Wow, cute though.
All right, this last one, like Fremda said, looks like could be from the Stupid Little Rascals. I think he's older than the Little Rascals, but do you know who that is? What's the matter? Did I go too hard on you this week?
No,
you seem mad.
I like not at all.
Being stupid.
No, I can't see them. I have to lean in real close.
Okay. Not a very good-looking child, I will
He's
say.
cute.
No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Cute kid.
Now, if I showed you this, would that help you figure out who that little boy is? That is the same person. But obviously, years later.
No.
No? Mm-mm. All right. I have one more picture to show you.
You said he's older than the Little Rascals.
Oh, I was
That's
joking.
what's throwing me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
thinking,
joking.
Oh. Bellucci?
I didn't even, sorry. Boom. I didn't, because this is what the viewers see. I didn't even show them that one. It does look like Belushi in that picture, but it's not. I'm just leaving that up there for a minute so the viewer can get a good look at it.
Viewers get a good look.
Jeff Scalzi's watching. He says, is that John Candy? No.
It could be, though. Yeah, even in that photo, it looks like it could be.
Fremda says, looks like the guy I get meth from. Yeah. All right, so I showed you the first picture as a little child. I'm showing you this. This is the same guy. So now I will show you a current picture, and you will know who it is right away. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Bam.
No way! How awesome!
How awesome!
Look at that!
Good thing you
what
didn't
a
say.
tough
Look
guy.
at that dirtbag.
So he's definitely not older than the Little Rascals, you jerk.
Close enough.
That's not nice. And he was a cute. See, I'm so glad he was a cute little boy.
Yeah. Well, everybody's cute when they're little.
Very cool.
Scalzi says, okay, I didn't see that one. Right. Yeah. So, there it is. The one and the only, Romeo himself. And there you go. That's this week's edition of Who Is This? All right. And with that, now Anne's all excited too. Oh, my sweets. Woo! Oh, my sweets.
That was great.
All right. So now it is that time of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Tuesday trivia. Woo!
If I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. All right. You guys know the drill. All you got to do is play. That's all you got to do. Throw some answers in the comments. Diane's going to answer them as well. All you got to do is play, and then if you'd like to come see a show at Governor's, just let me know. I can get you into most of the shows, most of them. And I'll go through the whole list at the end of the show. I'm going to ask 10 questions. I do not give out the answers. I ask them, then I go over then I ask them again, go over all of your answers, then I tell you the correct answer. All right. Diane Fogarty McCardle, I went a little hard on you this week.
Okay, that's all right.
Sorry, I just realized what I said. The trivia questions.
He said, "Oh, thank you. Don't be sorry."
All right, it's a little mixed. There's some easy ones in here.
Okay.
What is the capital of the state of Louisiana?
Baton Rouge.
You give me a lot of comments the past couple of days that I cannot read. And I mean, I can read them, I just won't read them. Especially that last one. This one I hope is easy. Who had a number one hit in the Who had a number one hit in the 60s with the song Stop in the Name of Love?
Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Number 3. This is a little tough. Who was younger when they became president? Clinton or Kennedy?
Clinton.
Which female sang the Bond theme to GoldenEye? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you two wrote it, but they didn't play it.
Yeah.
The Bond film GoldenEye. Who sang the title track? Those Bond movies do get some great
Great theme songs.
Yeah. Live and Let Die.
Know.
The Duran Duran one. I like that one. View to a Kill.
View to a Kill.
Sheryl Crow, Tomorrow Never Dies. Well, anything. Sheryl Crow can read trivia and I'd be excited. Who sang GoldenEye? The title track.
I'm trying to think of the song. If I could hear the song in my head, I would know who it was right away.
You would recognize the voice,
I
no
would.
doubt. No doubt you'd recognize the voice. All right.
You know, I know that Carly Simon did the one, but...
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Spy Who Loved Me?
Yeah.
All right. Here's a nice, easy one. In baseball, where do the Blue Jays come from?
Toronto.
Okay. Name the movie that features this line. When the baby moves in, the dog moves out. When the baby moves in, the dog moves out. What movie is that from?
Not Beethoven.
I don't know.
When the baby moves in, the dog moves out.
If my mother is watching, it's one of your favorite movies, Mother.
I don't know.
This movie is at least 50 years old. I think it actually might even be 60. Yeah, it might be in the 60s, this movie. Very famous movie.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to guess, just because
Sure.
I want to say a guess to the GoldenEye thing, I'm going to
Okay.
say Tina Turner.
Okay. Tina Turner. All right. Do you want to take a guess at this one, or you need time?
No,
All right.
it might come to me.
Okay. Question number 7. What is the most commonly prosecuted illegal act? What is the most commonly prosecuted illegal act?
Running a red light, traffic violation.
Okay. Why do people in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
I don't know.
Why do people who live in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
And I wonder, is this the joke? Is this looking for a punchline? I don't know.
Okay. Question number 9. Give me the definition of the word Sala. S-A-L-A. Sala. It's a noun. And it is definitely not here. I'm trying to think of clues.
It's a noun.
It's a noun.
I would have thought it was an adjective.
Sala. S-A-L-A.
Do not know.
All right.
Not even going to try.
Oh, okay. Don't give up.
It's a short word. If it was a big word, then I would try to pull it apart.
You're a short wordist?
You know.
All right, last question. I asked this question a long time ago. I decided to go with it again. The word clitoris is Greek for... It's a Greek word. What does it mean? The word clitoris. Clitoris, however you pronounce it.
I'll say bullseye.
Great answer. You're getting credit, even though it...
I win.
Yes, you definitely win. Let's see. All right, let's go back. And let's see. Where are we here? Okay. All right, question number 1. What is the capital of the state of Louisiana? You said?
Baton Rouge.
Vicky said it too. Romeo said it too. Of course, Fremda said tits. Ann said Monroe. No, you guys are right. It's Baton Rouge. Let's see. Who had a number 1 hit in the 60s with Stop in the Name of Love? You said?
Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Romeo said that too. So did Vicky. So did Ann. That is, you guys are all correct. Who was younger when they became president? Clinton or Kennedy? You said?
Clinton.
And Fremda said Clinton. Yeah. Vicky and Jeff Skelsey and John all said Kennedy. They would be correct.
Okay.
Kennedy was younger.
I know it was close.
I think Kennedy was the youngest president ever, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was only 35. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's it. Which female sang the lead? Which female sang the Bond theme to GoldenEye? You said?
Tina Turner. I'd be wrong.
You would be correct.
I
love how you pulled that out.
I thought to myself, I'm trying to think. I'm hearing voices in my head, but I couldn't pull up that song.
Yep.
And I thought she did one, so I didn't want you to say it and then say, I should have said it. So that's why I said it.
You got it.
Okay, good.
Vicky got that one right as well. Ann said Carly Simon. Sorry, Ann.
That was...
What? Fremda says, Hi-ho the Dario, the farmer in Adele. All right, well, Adele didn't sing that. All right. Yes, everybody knows the Blue Jays come from Toronto.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Theodore Roosevelt was 42. He was the youngest president ever.
Oh, okay.
John F. Kennedy. Oh, he was the youngest person to ever hold the office of president. He was not elected. I guess he became president after the president died. John F. Kennedy was the youngest person to be elected president at 43.
43. Oh, okay.
And I think Bill Clinton was the same age, but...
He was, yeah, he's definitely in his 40s.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to hold up.
No, not at all. Well, yeah, we do have to get ready for Peter. Peter is on today, tomorrow, and Friday this week. Just so you guys know. At 1 o'clock, all 3 days. All right, we said Toronto. Everybody got that one. Toronto Finger. Okay. The movie with the line, when the baby moves in, the dog moves out. You did not have an answer.
No.
I will give you a hint now.
Okay.
It's a cartoon.
It's not the Jetsons.
No. It's a movie.
Oh, it's a cartoon movie. 101 Dalmatians.
No.
Okay, then I don't know.
Come on. You're going to get this. Yes.
Lady and the Tramp?
There it is.
Okay.
See that? She always comes through. John got that one as well. Vicky got that one as well. And Fremder, yes, a long piece of spaghetti. So, yes, he got that one also. Okay. What is the most commonly prosecuted illegal act? Diane said...
Traffic violation.
John and Vicky both said trespassing. Fremda said jerking off at a red light. Goodness. Well, Diane gets credit because she's Diane.
What was on for which one?
you get credit on this one. The correct answer that I have, because it is a traffic violation, it's speeding.
Okay.
So, yes, you get credit.
Yeah.
John, the police officer, got
that wrong. But I did
specifically
say running a red light, but I just figured it was traffic.
Yeah, but then you said traffic violation after that.
I know.
So you get credit.
You're giving me too much credit, really.
Not at all. You deserve it all. Why do people live in Greece hate waking up at dawn? You did not have an answer for that one.
No.
Fremda says some people wake up at dawn, some people wake up in dawn. All right. Vicky says Greece is a joke. I don't know. Oh, John Rusiello got it right. He got it right. Because dawn is tough on Greece.
Ah, that's a good one.
Are you just saying that?
That's good. No, I like it.
I don't know why that made me laugh. But okay. The definition of the word Sala. Vicky says, I don't know. Okay. Fremder. I'm almost scared to read. What? It's what I do when I see a pair of nice tits. Like saliva? I don't know. Okay. The word Sala, it's a boring answer. It's a large hall or a large living room or just a big reception room.
Two L's or one L?
One. S-A-L-A.
Oh, I had no idea.
Me neither. Never heard the word before in my life. But what does the word clitoris mean?
Bullseye!
Love that answer. What a great answer. Let's see. Did anybody get that? Vicky says clitoris means hidden in plain sight. And it really shouldn't be. That's what I say. Fremder, clitoris is Greek. I guess that explains why. I'm not reading that, Fremder. I am not reading that. I thought for sure.
Because they can all read it anyway.
Yes, true.
Anybody who wants to see it can see it.
I thought for sure, for some reason, I thought Rusiello would know this, but he didn't even comment on it. And then Ann says she's mad at herself. She said, I totally sucked at trivia today. No, Ann, you did just fine.
No, you participated,
That's
Ann.
right.
I love that.
The word clitoris means divine and goddess-like, which totally fits.
Okay.
I agree with that 100%. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you got 6 out of 10.
Okay, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Pulled out that Tina Turner at the last second. Oh,
one of the best.
Anthony just texted me.
Oh.
Did you tell Tony we saw his video with him kicking the soccer ball with his prosthetic? And I knew the word Sam meant a room. Oh, Sala. Oh, he's watching.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
I had no idea he was watching.
Oh, am I in trouble?
No, that's fine.
Who knows what stupid shit I
He
said?
He knew because maybe it's an Italian word, Sala.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Maybe.
Yes, we made that video.
Yes, Fat Jay. It was we were scrolling through the other day, and then I heard Fat Jay's voice, and then Anthony said, "Oh, look, Tony's in this," and then we watched it, and the leg went flying.
And then Silvio caught it and kicked the goal. Diane's all full of impressions today.
That's what you did.
That is what I did, yes. I had no idea what I was. They just asked me to come. I had no idea what I was doing.
That's great.
But if you watch it, you saw the part that I hate.
What part do you
When they're picking their teammates, who's going to be on what team. They're like, I'll take the old timer.
I know.
And that was actually scripted because he told me as we were about to start filming. I looked old timer, but we talked about that yesterday on Friday. We talked about it, I guess we'll just have to get used to that now.
Yeah, we saw that. That's fun. I meant to say something.
Silvio D'Onofrio, who made that video with Jay, you will see him tonight on Hershey and the Keegs. He will be here in the studio with Hershey and the Keegs. He was in here with us a few weeks ago. Hershey and the Keegs. Everybody's saying goodbye. Okay. Time for us to go. Peter Schwartz will be in here in a half hour with Sports Bash, of course. Tonight at 7, we got Chris Roach with The Psychology of Fuckery. And Hershey and the Keegs tonight at 9 o'clock. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And then me and Michael will be here tomorrow morning at 11. Lots of great stuff happening here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And, of course, we don't forget the clubs. Governor's here in Levittown with the Main Stage and the Giggle Room. The Brokerage in Belmore and McGuire's in Bohemia. The Long Island Laugh Off is continuing. Thursday here at Governor's, Josh Firestein And then Dave Attell is here Friday, one of the best comedians ever. In the Giggle Room on Friday, Terry McNeely, Sean Brown, Danny Calabrese, and Chris Cassandro, our old friend Chris Cassandro, who's not been here in a long time. Maybe I'll try and get him in here on Friday. At the Brokerage Friday and Saturday, JJ Ramirez. At McGuire's Friday and Saturday, our pal Jim Florentine. Jim Florentine just went, they had that big Ozzy concert in England.
Yes, I saw a clip.
Yeah, Jim Florentine was there.
Oh,
He
wow.
was there. So he's fresh back from England. Rob White, Peter Anthony, Courtney Ortera, Billy Geyer. They're also at McGuire's on Saturday. And then tomorrow night is the big night at the Room at the Clubhouse in East Hampton. Governors presents Tom Arnold.
Oh, yes.
I might try one more time to get... I was in touch with his people. We were having talks back and forth about him being on this show to promote. And then they ghosted me. Pricks.
Really?
Yep.
How rude.
I know. I hate that. Just tell me, sorry, what does it take? Send a
Just
quick
say
email.
sorry, no.
Sorry, can't do it. Okay, no problem. But, yeah, they just
Wow.
ghosted me. Okay. So, and that's everything. And, of course, don't forget knockemdeadcomedy.com. Get all your information on us. Anything this weekend? You playing anywhere? You doing anything?
No, nothing this weekend.
Okay.
Nothing this weekend. I'll just be around. I'll be around. You never know. Never know. I showed up at the Shack this week. You never know.
That's right. All right. That's it. Peter Schwartz at 1 o'clock. Thank you. So
Thank
good
you.
to see you again.
Good to be back.
Anthony, we're playing nice over here. Don't beat me up. Okay. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.